Failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Do you ever feel like you're stuck in a cycle of failure? Are setbacks holding you back from achieving your dreams? You are not alone. Failure is a universal experience that we all encounter at some point in our lives. But what if instead of seeing failure as a setback, we could reframe it as a powerful learning opportunity? What if every failure was actually a step closer to success? In this video, we will explore how to make failure your greatest teacher and help you unlock a world of growth and achievement. Are you tired of feeling defeated by setbacks? Do you find yourself dwelling on past failures or worrying about future ones? If so, it's time to change your perspective on failure. Instead of seeing it as a negative experience, start viewing failure as a chance to grow and improve. Remember, success is not a straight line. It's a journey filled with ups and downs. And it's through these challenges that we learn and evolve. So embrace failure. Learn from it and use it as fuel to propel you forward on your journey to success. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. When we think of success, we often imagine a straight path to the top. But the reality is much more like a winding staircase. With each step, there are opportunities to learn and improve. So, instead of fearing failure, let's embrace it as a valuable teacher. There are 3 common failure traps that we need to avoid. The first trap is the fear of failure. Many people allow fear to hold them back from taking risks and pursuing their dreams. They worry about what others will think if they fail and allow the fear of judgment to dictate their actions. But here's the truth. Failure is not something to be ashamed of. It's a natural part of the journey towards success. Many successful people have failed many times before achieving greatness. So don't let the fear of failure hold you back. Take risks, embrace uncertainty, and learn from your mistakes. The second trap is perfectionism. Some people get so caught up in the pursuit of perfection that they end up achieving nothing. They worry about making the perfect decision, finding the perfect solution, or doing everything perfectly. But the truth is, perfection is a myth. There is no such thing as a perfect plan or a perfect outcome. So don't let the pursuit of perfection keep you stuck. Embrace the imperfections, learn from your mistakes, and keep moving forward. The third trap is the one-shot mentality. Some people believe that they only have one shot at success, and if they do and get it right the first time, it's all over. They put immense pressure on themselves to succeed immediately and are devastated when things don't go as planned. But the truth is, success is often the result of multiple attempts and failures. Even the most successful people have experienced failure many times before achieving their breakthrough. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. Be willing to experiment, learn from your failures, and keep trying until you succeed. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Now that we've identified the common failure traps to avoid, let's explore how to turn failure into fuel for success. First, analyze your mistakes. When you fail, take the time to reflect on what went wrong and why. Look for patterns in your failures and try to understand the underlying causes. This will help you avoid making the same mistakes again and again. Second, seek feedback. Ask others for their perspective on what you could have done differently. Sometimes an outside perspective can provide valuable insights that you may not have considered. Be open to constructive criticism and use it to improve. Third, experiment and iterate. Don't be afraid to try new things and be willing to change your approach. Failure is a sign that you need to adjust your strategy, not a reason to quit. Each failure brings you closer to success. So keep experimenting until you find what works. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. By following these steps, you can turn failure into fuel for success. But it's also important to remember that failure can take a toll on your mental health and well-being. That's why it's crucial to prioritize self-care and seek support when needed. Failure is not the end. It's a stepping stone on the path to success. Each setback is an opportunity to learn and grow, and every challenge is a chance to become more resilient. So don't be afraid to fail. Embrace it as a part of your journey towards success. Cultivate a growth mindset. Focus on progress, not perfection, and celebrate your wins along the way. Every small step forward is a victory worth celebrating. So take the time to acknowledge your accomplishments and appreciate the lessons you've learned along the way. In conclusion, failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. We must embrace failure as a natural and necessary part of the journey towards success. By reframing our mindset, avoiding common failure traps, turning failure into fuel, building resilience, cultivating a growth mindset, and celebrating our wins, we can learn from failure and use it to propel us forward. Failure is not a setback. It's a stepping stone. It's an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. So don't be afraid to fail. Embrace it and let it be your greatest teacher.